Electric vehicles and electric crossovers are nothing new. However, Nissan, while not reinventing the segment, sure does bring something nice and refreshing to it. Not breaking any molds, the Ariya, while about the size of a Rogue, with clever EV architecture and packaging, seems to have interior space more on par with the much larger Nissan Murano crossover. The Ariya does reflect Nissan's first all-electric crossover vehicle, and outside is sleek and aerodynamic with clever new LED lighting and all-new intelligent mobility features, ProPilot driver assist features, and overall safety feature upgrades. Ariyas are available in both single-motor front-wheel drive and dual-motor E-Force all-wheel drive variants with 63 or 87 kilowatt-hour battery packs. The all-new Ariya also builds on Nissan's strength as an EV pioneer and innovator, starting off with the groundbreaking Nissan Leaf, which, since its introduction more than a decade ago, has racked up global sales of almost 600,000 vehicles. Hey everyone, in today's in-depth walk-around review, we are taking a look at the brand new 2023 Nissan Ariya. Now the Ariya is actually available in several trim levels, and this one is basically the base Engage trim level. You'll see it's anything but base, however. This will be a full in-depth review. Its full pricing is shown on screen, and a full options list is in the description box below. Today, our Ariya is painted in gun metallic, and it features the charcoal Syntex leatherette interior. Today's review, we're going to go over everything from the exterior to the interior, dimensions, cargo capacity, overall economy, powertrain, and everything in between. Our Ariya is a single-motor front-wheel drive variant with the 160 kilowatt permanent magnet AC synchronous electric motor that creates 214 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. The Ariya can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds, with 0 to 100 miles per hour in 10 seconds. The quarter mile is reached in 15.9 seconds at 92 miles per hour, and its top speed is limited to just 103 miles per hour. The front-wheel drive Ariya has a gross vehicle weight rating of 5,313 pounds. It can haul a maximum payload capacity of 881 pounds, but is not rated for any towing capacity by Nissan. Because the Ariya is 100% a battery electric vehicle, it cannot use gasoline in any way. Fuel comes in the form of a 66 kilowatt-hour liquid-cooled lithium-ion battery pack with 63 kilowatt-hours of usable current. It features an onboard 7.2 kilowatt charger and can accept 130 kilowatt hour DC fast charge, and it consumes 33 kilowatt hours per 100 miles driven, and features an estimated total driving range of about 215 miles. EPA fuel economy equivalent ratings are 109 miles per gallon E in the city, 93 miles per gallon E on the highway, and a combined average of 101 miles per gallon E. Only one transmission is available, and it's not a transmission, but rather a single-speed direct drive motion controller. Its operation is simple with typical Prindle segments and features Eco, Standard, and Sport drive modes. It has 11.09 to 1 final drive ratio with hill start assist as standard equipment. As we walk along the rear of the Ariya, I especially like this because it's a lot lower in the rear than it is up front. We have a lot of new features to look at. Alrighty, walking around the rear of the all-new Ariya, there's a lot to see here. Really love the styling back here. It's a very tall lift gate, almost a camback style. But I do like The satin aluminum window trim, the gloss black accents coming into this rear window. All this right here is glass. Looks really, really nice. Aerodynamics up in the spoiler, as you can see here, to aid in wind elements. Coming into this chiseled area back here, into the highly stylized LED tail lamps. You got this nice bar that runs all the way across the entire width of the vehicle. Got this new Nissan graphic there. Of course, we have LED turn indicators, LED reverse lamps, have the new Ariya badge. Lots of gloss black piano trim pieces down in the bumper, ultrasonic bumper or parking sensors. This is the engaged trim level. And even though we do have this dual spoiler that aids in wind management, we also still have a rear wiper. And as we walk along the profile, you'll see it has very short front and rear overhangs. It also has kind of an odd silhouette due to the fact that it doesn't have a conventional engine. It just has electronic components, so it looks kind of squatty in the front and the rear, but all that space is inside and is very, very roomy. Especially for a vehicle about the size of a Rogue, it's considerably more roomy. Steering is electrically assisted vehicle speed sensitive variable rate rag and pinion with 35.4 foot turning radius and about 30 turns lock to lock. Wheels are the 19 by 7.5 inch aluminum alloys with styled aero wheel covers. Tires are 235/55 R19 Bridgestone lenses sport all seasons, and the brakes on the Ariya are electrically assisted 4-wheel disc with regenerative braking, E-step 1-pedal driving, 4-channel ABS, and electronic brake force distribution. Up front, we have 13.8-inch ventilated rotors, with the rears being 13-inch ventilated rotors. The brakes can halt the Ariya from 70 miles per hour to 0 in 168 feet. Alright, now up front, it's all new up here. Doesn't look anything like the rest of the Nissan lineup because it's adopting the new Nissan design language, and it's the first vehicle to do so. Alrighty, looking around the front of the new Ariya, as you can see, still looks like Nissan with that V-Motion grille. However, it's highly stylized and brand new for this year. Gloss black skull caps on the mirrors, charge port door here, a very short hood, flows into these really low profile cat eye LED segments for the headlamps. We've also got this really neat V-Motion light pipe here that doubles both as the driving light and the turn indicator. You got aero here, active aero, front ultrasonic parking sensors, and we don't have a grille simply because the car doesn't need it. Now you can hear it running a little bit, but that's the air conditioner compressor. And then we have this textured plastic in here, all gloss black. All of your sensors are actually behind this plastic, so it has a very clean front end. Of course, we also have this illuminated Nissan logo. Alright, now this vehicle is equipped with smart key access. It's a new Nissan key fob, got the new Nissan logo, a new design. It's very simplistic in its operation, lock, unlock, and panic. And as stated before, it is Nissan's intelligent access smart key access system. And it actually will do two things. One, it'll sense your approach, and it will actually unlock. But you can also use the smart key functions as well. Pressing that rib portion on the door handle locks it, and then just grabbing the handle as you'd open it unlocks it. And opening the door reveals a very, very spacious, very well crafted interior. It does feature Nissan's zero gravity orthopedically designed seats. Another thing I really like, the completely flat floor. Incredible amount of room. On the door panels, as you'll see, we have some illumination elements here. Soft touch French stitched interior elements. These copper accents, gloss black. This little pattern motif is actually a backlit. Looks really, really cool. Our vehicle has 2 driver settings, 2 driver memories. And this switch pack includes the lock and unlock, our power mirrors, power folding mirrors, power windows, and window lockout. We've also got that same motif on the speakers. Some matte pocket storage. On the driver's side instrument panel, one thing you'll note, this copper trim goes across the entire width of the dash, cleverly hides the ventilation controls. We have our headlamp beam angle, our steering assist, heads-up display on and off, auto hold, and our charging timer power switch. Just a brake and accelerator down here. Nice branded floor mats with the copper Ariya logo. 8-way power driver seat with 4-way adjustable lumbar support. This vehicle has a manual passenger seat. Taking a look at the seats, as you can see here, they're very, very nicely styled. Very, very comfortable, very supportive. High adjustable head restraints. These seats are heated. They can also come as ventilated as well, but our car does not have it. As stated before, it has a Syntex leatherette appearance, and it has this faux suede inserts as well. Just a very comfortable seat. Nice floating center console, more of that copper. One trick feature is that it's actually power adjustable fore and aft. That's a pretty cool feature. All right, now that we're inside and inside the warm car, it's actually very cold outside, very windy, so I'm froze. But inside we have electrically assisted power steering on this very odd 2-spoke steering wheel. Very small airbag cover here. It does have a Nissan logo here. I thought this was illuminated, but it's actually not. Multifunction controls. The steering wheel is heated. We have copper stitching in the leather trim down here. We have this little silver bead here. Perforated accents on either side. Smooth leather on the bottom as a D-shaped flat bottom steering wheel. And we have a variety of controls here. We have audio controls, menu controls. These go through your driver information display, the scroll wheel here, and the back and forth and all that kind of stuff. Volume controls, voice command controls. Over here we have the ProPilot Plus 2.0. Now we have hands-free steering, cruise control, and voice command controls and all that kind of stuff. Over here we do have our turn signal controls. We also have our headlamp controls, automatic headlamps, auto high beam assist. And over here we have our wiper washer controls. And our information displays, as you can see here, is a panorama display here. It's a little bit curved to come out towards the passengers here. Two 12.3-inch displays, very high resolution graphics. Just have a plethora of information here. We have our power output, regen, and power usage, our speedometer, and our battery capacity, or fuel gauge if you would. 182 miles remaining on 94% charge. Of course, it's 32 degrees out and a little bit of snow. Drive modes, and then a bunch of different displays that we've already shown. As we go over the top, you'll see the cutout in the dash. That is for our heads-up display. And we've also got light sensors and all that kind of stuff. Just overall, a very smooth, very inviting place to be. Nice touchscreen here. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. The response is pretty good. We do have a various amount of menus. We have our home display, which we're in now. Full navigation, which also maps different interstates, highways for hands-free steering. Also for charging areas. You've got your audio controls here. It does have Apple CarPlay, Google Android Auto, all that kind of stuff. Phone controls. Down here is our climate controls. So as you see, we have heated front seats, heated steering wheel. We've got driver-only options. So if you're the driver, it kind of condenses all that to the driver. Saves on energy. And we have our rear controls as well. Rear heated seat controls. Turn the fan on, sync it, all that kind of stuff. Down here is a continuation of those air vents with that copper stripe. They're contained here. We have a really nice floating volume button here, power button here, 4-way flasher control, seek and scan. I love that integration of those controls. Here's our power control here. And you'll see here, no actual buttons, but touch-sensitive, capacitive areas here for temperature, You got your defrosters, fan speed, auto. You can turn it off and on, recirculate, passenger side. Just really, really nice. Down here, kind of hidden, is your emergency brake. And we have this button here, opens the driver's side glove box. And that button over there opens the passenger side glove box. And down there, that element is actually illuminated. All right, center console. There's a lot in here. So we have our floating electronic transmission controller. And we have cup holders here, drive mode selector, E-step function switch, a padded armrest that opens up to reveal a wireless charging mat, and a small amount of storage. If we move this console back to the furthest it can go, what we show is additional storage here. We have a little clip here. We have USB Type A and Type C power points, a 12-volt power point. And of course, you can move that console back. So overall, this is the first time I've actually been inside the Ariya. I've seen a lot about it, but this is the first time I'm experiencing it. And overall, I'm very impressed. It's a very nice place to be. Very clean, uncluttered, very quiet and comfortable. We do have our manually dimming rearview mirror, passenger side airbag indicator, touch-sensitive light controls here, no buttons. We have overhead dome override, sunglasses storage, SOS, and of course we've got illuminated vanity mirrors, and of course the sun visors swing out and slide out on extension rails, and they do slide out pretty far. In addition, we have high adjustable seat belts over here and dampened overhead assist handles. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the rear seats now. The rear doors open really nice and wide. And as stated before, the odd exterior dimensions really come into play with the interior dimensions. The rear door panels carry the same theming as the front doors, except these are not illuminated back here, but we do have our power window switches, padded armrest, storage, speaker covers. No transmission means no transmission tunnel, means no hump in the floor, means a flat floor. One-piece mat. It is textured just like the front seats, except it doesn't say Ariya, but it's still a very nice touch back here. As you can see, the rear seats do seat 3 across. They are a 60-40 split folding seat with high adjustable head restraints on all passenger seating areas, and of course, 3-point shoulder belts. In the center, we have a fold-down armrest, nice and padded, features integrated cup holders. Overhead, we do have overhead assist handles, coat hooks, and overhead reading lights. Seat back mat pockets in the backs of both front seats. We've also got twin positional air vents back here. The outboard seats are heated in a 3-stage heated seat. And of course, back here we also have USB Type A and Type C charge ports as well. And if you want to fold the seats, that's very, very easy to do. Just this, at the top of the seat, there's a little plastic lever. Just lift up on it, and the seat does fold completely flat and in line with the load floor. And just put the seat back in its position and it'll lock in place. Alright, now because this is just a base Engage model, it does not have a power opening lift gate or anything like that, so we have to do it the old school way, but that's okay. Just between the two S's, there's a membrane switch. It's a very light opening hatch, assisted by two hydraulic struts, so opening it is almost effortless anyway. And as you can see, here is the load floor, a very low lift over height. We've also got this nice hard shell cover here. But as you can see, nice load flat floor. Does have LED illumination. You do have some compartmentalized deep storage trays on either side, tie down hooks, grocery bag hooks, a first aid kit. Another nice feature, just because of the packaging of this vehicle, you do have hidden floor storage down here. That is the battery charger and stuff like that. And even down here still, we have our tire inflator kit and some more compartmentalized storage. And these just go back together just like that. And to close the lift gate, just close it. Pretty simple. Alrighty, and that does conclude on this cold and windy day our full in-depth review of the 2023 Nissan Ariya. We hope you found the video informative, and if you did, please comment down below. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/neighborhoodcarreviews and our Instagram channel at BrensoJ1. You can also find us on TikTok at Neighborhood Car Reviews as well. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.